And let's start by getting set in our posture. Feet under hips, start to lift up through the legs. Engage the core, lift the rib cage up off the waist. Big inhale up. And let's reach forward, forward, forward on the exhale, and then fold. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, reach as far as you can, and then fold. Inhale again, rising up, up, up. Exhale. And one more time, inhale up. Stay standing, let those arms float back down to the sides. Roll the shoulders 3 times to the back and 3 times to the front. Let's come down to the mat to start our Pilates series. We're going to do a pelvic tilt for our warm-up. So feet are flat on the mat, about hip distance apart. Palms down on the mat. Tuck those shoulder blades under to open the chest. Big inhale, arch the back up off the mat. Exhale, press the belly button down, pressing the lower back into the mat. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, that press comes from the core, from those lower abs, and you're pressing all the way down, almost lifting that tailbone up off the mat. Big inhale and exhale. One more time like this. Exhale. Next time we're going to do the big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to press and then actually lift that tailbone all the way up into the air. Inhale here. Exhale, roll down and press. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, roll up into that bridge. Inhale up here, feel that belly get big, expand the rib cage. Exhale, roll it down with a big press at the bottom here. So we're not just setting it down, we're pressing down. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, roll down and press back into the mat. 2 more times. Arch and press and lift. Inhale, roll down and press. Inhale, arch. Exhale, lift. Big inhale. And now exhale, roll down, press, stay pressed. So our feet are here, our knees are bent. So our lower back is pressed into the mat. Stay pressed here. Feel this compression. Hold the compression for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Feel the difference between the natural curve of your spine here on the mat and that pressed feeling. So now we're going to keep that natural curve. Press the belly button down, lift those legs up into the air, open them wide in a V. Your spine will press back down to the mat since our legs are up in the air, and we're going to reach right, center, and left. Center, reach right, center, and left. Center. So we're kind of making a little rainbow over our legs. And left. Center, nice. Pressing the belly button down as we lift the head and shoulders up off the mat. Reach. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Now we're going to skip the center. If you can, clap the hand behind the leg. The right leg, clap left. clap right, clap left. So really trying to lift up high. Clap right, clap left, clap right, clap left. Nice job. Keep it up. And left. Twisting and lifting for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees. Rock side to side. Relax a little bit for just a minute. We're going to come into a variation. So this time, let's have both legs straight up in the air, legs together, reach into the sky. You can also have them on a 90-degree angle if you need a little bit of a rest. Again, reach right, reach left. So this is more of a lift than a twist. Right. Still working those same muscles, changing it up a little by bringing those legs together. That brings it more into the lower abs, but we are still working those obliques and upper abs. Reach, 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 reach for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your arms up, just a static hold here. Head and shoulders up off the mat, reaching those hands toward the toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, hug the knees, rock side to side. We're going to roll over to come into our plank. We're going to be in an elbow plank today. We were doing those rainbows around the legs. We had our legs in a V. We're going to come into our plank rainbow. So you can be on your knees with a nice straight line, top of the head, shoulder, hip, knee, and rainbow up and over the top. Or you can come out onto your toes. Choose your position. We're going to lift the glutes up in the air. Drop those hips to hover right above the mat. Lift and hover. Lift and hover. Your obliques should already be nice and warm. They should be talking to you. Trying not to drop your head, keeping your head neutral while we're in this plank. Drop. Trying to hover on the mat, above the mat, rather than touch down. Definitely no weight on the mat. Rainbow and rainbow. Hover and hover for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold center, hold your plank. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back into a child's pose. Take a little rest. Take a couple of breaths. And now we're going to come back to this plank. This time we're going to be up in a hand plank. Now we're going to do a variation on that. So if you're on your knees, you're just going to take one leg, cross it over. Other leg, cross it over. Same thing on your toes. So instead of working our hips or working from our hips, we're going to work from that foot, twisting and twisting. Twist and twist, keeping your shoulders square to the mat. So we're still working those obliques, but the work now is coming from the lower half of our body rather than the upper half when we were down with our backs on the mat. Twist. Lift up that leg and twist. Twist for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose again. Big toes together, knees apart, fingers spread, pushing back, getting a nice stretch in the shoulders and the hips. All right, let's come onto our side. We're going to be doing a little bit of inner thigh work. So you can prop your head in your hand or use your arm as a pillow. Top hand on the mat for stability or on your hip. Lift the top leg up to a little bit higher than hip distance, not a lot of height, just a comfortable height here. And we're going to bring that lower leg up to meet it. Lots of oblique work today, as you may have noticed. Lift, 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 lift. That bottom foot not coming down to the mat, staying up. Hips are nice and stacked, not rolling to the front or the back. Lift, lift, lift. Nice job. This is a nice little movement, so let's keep at it for a while longer. Takes a while to kick in, but then when it does, you feel it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those legs down. We're going to bring them both up together. Lift and down. Lift and down. Again, paying attention to the position of the hips straight up and down. You can bring that top hand onto the mat for stability. You should feel work happening in the oblique, also a little bit here around the sacroiliac joint, starting to work our backs a little bit. Lift and down, lift and down. Nice job. Lift and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them up. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set them down. Extend that bottom arm, reaching up, top arm reaching over your legs, lifting up just a little crunch here, trying to have the work coming from the oblique, coming from the core rather than using that lower arm as a lever. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Let's switch over to the other side to repeat that work. Starting with the top leg lifted and just bringing that bottom leg up to meet it. Keeping it above the mat throughout the movement if you can. Your core should still be engaged here. This is inner thigh work, but it is also core work. That's what's maintaining the strength of this extended leg. Your whole body is engaged to keep it in a nice steady position. Lift, 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 keep it going. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs down and together. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Really deliberately engaging the lower abs as you lift those legs up. So feel the work coming from there, kind of ignore the legs almost. They're a little bit incidental to that core working. Lift, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend that bottom arm, reach the top arm, just a little crunch, 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 crunch. Nice job. Keep it going. Crunch, crunch, crunch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Roll on your back. Grab your feet for some happy baby. Give a good stretch to that spine. Stretching out the hips. Rocking back and forth a little if you'd like. And let's roll over again, coming onto our stomachs for some lower back work. Let's do some reverse crunches today. So hips, rock them back and forth so you can feel your hip bones seated evenly on the mat. Tops of the feet planted on the mat, legs hugging the mat, forehead resting on your hands, and let's lift and lift. If you need to, you can leave your hands on the mat and just lift the head and shoulders. That is still a lot of work. If you want a little more challenge, add the weight of those arms to your crunch. Crunch. Feel the work happening in your lower back, building up those muscles, protecting yourself from your desk chair. Lift. Lift. Nice job. Lift. Lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down on those hands, bend the knees. We're going to alternate, flex the feet. We're going to alternate lifting one leg and then the other. Feel those hips staying square to the mat, not rocking side to side to make it easier to lift up that leg. Again, feel this work happening in the lower back, also bringing our glutes into it a little, but really trying to build up those muscles of the back. Lift and lift. Walking on the ceiling here. Walk, walk. Also nice to feel the range of motion that you have in your hips. Your core is engaged. You don't want your spine to be flexing with this. You want the muscles to be working rather than mechanical movement of the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stick with that, or if you can, lift both legs, squeeze the legs together, lift them both up. Lift, lift, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back into child's pose. Stretch the back. You can rock your hips. side to side to loosen up if you need to. That was a lot of intense work for the lower back. Coming back onto our backs, let's do some lower leg lifts and raises. You can bring your thumbs underneath your glutes to give yourself a little more leverage. We're going to start with our legs together. Slowly lower, slowly lift. Open the legs into a V. Slowly lower, slowly lift. Feel how different it is with your legs in a different position. Which muscles are recruited to support them. When they're together, you can feel the work happening in your lower or abs and your inner thighs. When they're open, a little more work shifting to the upper abs. Down and lift, open, down and lift. Nice job. Close and lift, open, down and lift. Close, down and lift, open, down and lift. 2 more sets and lift, open, down and lift. Last set, down and lift, open, down and lift. Together, hover, lift the head and shoulders up off the mat if you can. Coming into this pose, press down with the belly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Big pencil stretch. Arms overhead. You can walk side to side. Give yourself stretch even more. And sit yourself up. Coming onto hands and knees. A little bit of cat-cow as we transition to the yoga series. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin. Lots of movement through the spine. Two more rounds. Find your neutral spine. Just feel yourself here, centered on the earth, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're gonna come into some bird dog. So lift your right arm, lift your left leg, and let's just hold it here. Make tiny little adjustments if you need to your alignment. You want your shoulders completely square, hips completely square. Elongation between hand and foot. Nice straight spine, just that gentle neutral curve of your spine, not letting it drop. We went all the way through our spinal flexion and cat-cow. So you should be able to feel if it's too low or too high. You can close your eyes if you want a little more balanced challenge. Two more breaths. And set it down. Give a little wiggle, reset yourself. Other arm, other leg, lifting up. Full extension. I know I have to bring my hip back down into alignment. It wants to open up. Strong shoulder. Gaze is neutral, not dropping the head down. Make sure that your hand that's on the mat is at the bottom of your peripheral vision. You should not be able to see it clearly, and you definitely shouldn't be able to see your belly button. Just holding this pose. 3 more breaths. And hands down. I feel like bird dog is a little bit of a stealth pose because it's so easy to get into, but holding it for a long time is a different matter. Tuck your toes under, lift up into down dog. Roll through your shoulders to drop your head down between your arms. Let your heels float down toward the mat. Walk your feet up to your hands. Forward fold, slowly roll up, head last. Roll the shoulders back, palms facing to the front, coming into our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Lift the top of the head up to the ceiling. Make lots of room in your spine. Make sure the back of your head is over the back of your spine. Perfectly balanced. And let's inhale those arms up. Exhale, coming back to that fold in a swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse that swan dive. Exhale, palms to heart center. Let's go through that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, palms to heart center. Whole sequence again. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, palms to heart center. Bring your hands along the front of your thighs and we're gonna roll down head first. Roll, roll, roll to our forward fold. Stop your hands where you're at the limits of your stretch. That could be on your shins, on your ankles, on your toes, or you can let your fingers come to the mat in front of your feet. If you're really limber, you can bring your palms flat on the mat and maybe even bend your elbows. Choose your forward fold position. And just enjoy this stretch. And on our next inhale, we'll come to a flat back. Plant the hands on the mat, step or jump the feet back into your plank. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend your elbows as you hug them to your rib cage. Come to float over the mat. Come down to a cobra. Up dog. Protecting that spine. It's not totally flat. You're protecting it with your core. Pushing back to down dog. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, step it between the palms. Left foot down to the mat, rising up into our warrior one. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Feel that hip square to the front. Inhale, palms to heart center. Exhale to warrior two. Make sure that front knee is strong and not collapsing. Flip the front palm. Inhale and then exhale to reverse your warrior. Gaze up at that top hand. And finally, exhale into your extended side angle, tucking that elbow in, both hands strong. palms to the mat. Step back into your plank. Come through our vinyasa, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it between. Rising up to our warrior one. Inhale, palms to heart center. Exhale, warrior two. Gaze over the front fingers, shoulders square. Flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. And inhale and then exhale into your extended side angle. Reaching that top arm. We did a lot of side work. Get some stretch on that side. Bring your palms to the mat. Step back to a plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're gonna do the warrior series 2 times, but quickly. We're gonna be moving on the inhale and on the exhale. So it's gonna go fast. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, palms to heart center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip that front hand. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, come to our extended side angle. Exhale, reach that top hand. Inhale to the plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, heart center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. So this next series, feel free to take it at your own pace. I won't narrate. And be sure to do both sides. And meet me in down dog. Should be nice and invigorating, keeping us warm for a not very cold December day. And in this down dog, you can bend one knee to try to get the other heel to float closer to the mat, stretching along the back of the leg. And then bend the other knee. Straighten the legs, look between your hands, step or jump your feet up to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, palms to heart center. Let's work on our balance. So we're gonna do one that's a super challenge for me. Don't judge. We're gonna do our dancer pose. You can always go to a chair or a wall or some other support if you need a little help with your balance. So let's start with our right arm up in the air. Lift all the right toes up, set them down, Feel all the weight in that right foot. Take that left foot, tuck it into your right hand. If that's not available to you, you can come into your airplane. If you can, hold on to that foot. Hold on to the foot. Big inhale, lift, 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 and exhale, reaching forward, trying to come parallel to the floor. Keeping those hips square to the floor, not letting that left hip open up. Keep reaching with the hand. And slowly bring yourself back to the center. Nice job. Really good. Okay, this time, left arm up in the air. Lift up the left toes, set them down. Feel your left foot grounded. Reach that right foot into your right hand. Big inhale, and on the exhale, reaching forward, forward, forward. Checking in with the position of that hip. Pressing the right foot into the right hand. And setting yourself down. Nice, really good. That one is hard for me. Let's come into an Utkatasana. Big toes together, squeezing the thighs together, knees parallel. Big inhale, and on the exhale, sit back into the chair. Lift up those hands. Gaze up ahead, in front of you. Kind of sit back into this chair. And palms to heart center. Twist over to your right, keeping the palms at heart center. Gaze up at the top elbow. Untwist, arms back up, step the right leg behind you. We're gonna come into a triangle. So this left foot is facing toward the front of the room, right foot facing out to the side. Reset those hips, reset those shoulders, reach over toward that extended right foot. And when you can't reach anymore, let it float, that right arm float down to the right leg. Gaze up at the left hand, keeping the shoulders square. You come down as low as you can, feeling that nice stretch on the side body. And now on an inhale, lifting with that top hand, lift. Bring the hands back. Step this foot back into our Utkatasana. So reset those knees, squeezing the thighs. Arms up, gaze neutral. Palms to heart center, twist to the other side. Keeping those palms at heart center. Trying to let the glutes lower down into the chair. Back up into your chair, untwist. Step the left leg back this time. We're going to have, wait, I think I need to just face you because I can't do opposites. Left leg facing to the side, front, right leg facing to the front. Reach over, 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 and then relax into this nice triangle. You can have the hand on the inside or the outside of the leg. I prefer inside, but I've definitely seen it both ways. Gaze up at the top hand. Inhale that top hand up. Coming back to our T, step back into your Utkatasana one more time. Pushing back those glutes. And now drop your hands down to the mat. Straighten your legs. One more forward fold, this time with our legs together. Where are your hands resting? Are you a little more stretched than our first one? I hope. And now set those hands on the mat. Step or jump back into your plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Stay here as long as you need to stretch those shoulders and the back of the legs. And when you're ready, walk those legs all the way through, coming onto the mat for our Savasana. Tuck the shoulder blades under you to open your chest. Palms up, push your shoulders away from your ears. Push your hips away from your shoulders. And once you're as long and stretched as you can get, take a big inhale and exhale as slowly as you can into your relaxation. Gently rock your head from side to side very slowly, just giving that neck a little bit of a stretch. Bring your head back to neutral, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, circle your wrists and ankles. And roll over onto one side using your arm as a pillow. Tuck your feet, tuck your knees. Push into a fetal position. Palms facing up, fingers in the mudra, thumb and forefinger together. Big inhale, Exhale the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale to the center. Exhale the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale to the center. Bring your palms to heart center. Inhale, feel those lungs expand. Exhale all the way, pushing all the air out. Inhale, sit back up tall. Hands to the center of your forehead. Take a moment to ground yourself as we enter the very busy holiday season. Find a way to let all that go. Just be with yourself. One more time, inhale. And if you'd like, you can join me in a bow. Namaste. Thanks for coming. Unfortunately, next Thursday, I will be on an airplane. The Thursday after that, I will be back.
I think you mean